Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the We Are Not Regular podcast. I'm Kelly.
I'm $1 Million Ash.
And I'm Eva Diva.
Hello,
Hey,
ladies.
guys.
How's everybody?
Good.
Everybody good?
Yeah.
You surviving?
I'm surviving.
Day by day.
Day by day.
Like my boss said to me today, just say you're blessed and highly favored, Kelly. That's all you got to say. Yep. So that's exactly what I am. I'm blessed and highly favored. Do I got a lot of crap going on? Absolutely. Absolutely. But nonetheless, I'm still alive. My family's okay. So.
Right. I'm
Same.
grateful.
I'm very grateful.
Super grateful. So what was you guys this week? It's been a week since we spoke.
It's been a week. The week has been weekend.
It's been weekend.
Mm-hmm. My Monday was feeling real Monday-ish. And so that's felt bad. But other than that, the week is moving. I can't complain.
Yeah, we're getting to the end, My week actually, it wasn't too bad. Nothing bad happened. Like it's been good. It's just
we love weeks like that. We really do.
I'm just gonna ride it until it crashes and burns. So
right.
That's what I'm like.
I don't know. It's been a hell of a week for me. All I'm gonna say is that I wish I had some edibles. I don't know where to buy them. So I'm asked out. So I have to I'm gonna meditate tonight. And just
that will actually help. Yeah.
I'm just gonna breathe it out and just hope for the best. But yeah, that's really it. It's been a lot of shit going on in the streets, on the internet.
It's crazy out here.
The world, it's a mess. We need a reset. We need a reset.
We need to go back to 2019, like the end of 2019, and then just start over.
Just get back in the house. Like everyone just.
No, honestly, I think we need another lockdown. I think we all could use a break.
Yeah. It's weird because like a lot happened in the last couple of days in New York, but it's warm in New York, so it's kind of normal for New York.
Yeah.
It's on like it's magnified because it was senseless and like stupid. But it's just like New York normally starts to get a little stupid once the weather hits about 60 for like 3 days straight.
I'm not gonna
Isn't
hold you.
This the first time it's been like the restrictions have been lifted in New York, so like people could actually go places again?
Yeah, this is the first time everybody's free.
The niggas been going places the whole time. I think that I'm genuinely scared. I'm worried because this summer people don't have unemployment. So a lot of people are broke and they're hungry. And with inflation and everything costing so much, like for the bare necessities, it's going to be a zoo. It's going to be a zoo. Mm-hmm. And I'm very concerned as a mom, but as a normal fucking citizen, like it's going to be crazy outside. And I just pray to God that all my everybody is protected and that harm doesn't come to anybody's way, because I know when you're broke and you like hungry and you just need things and you have no means of getting it, you're going to do whatever it takes to get what it is that you need. And I feel like that's where a lot of people are right now. Like jobs are not paying enough. And, rent is too damn high. Too damn high. Even the price of homes, like if you wanted to buy a house, those prices are too damn high because people are doing the most and outbidding and doing the most. Like it's stressful.
And it's a stupid cycle because it's just like if people are outbidding each other, it's just like, well, why is this person trying to put this much money? It's like, then
this is when the market's going to crash again. And then everybody who's paid outrageous prices for their houses are not going to be worth that much. And so you're going to be paying a whole bunch of money on a house that you put water in. And same with cars. Cars are not worth what they have right now. They are not worth it.
Not at all.
I am not spending $30,000 on a 2016 Lexus. Like it makes no sense. No sense.
I work for a dealership. And the prices that I see these are all used cars, by the way, but the prices that I see and the APRs that people are paying, and they're doing like 72-month terms for like $700, $800 on a 2002 or 2000. The people are bugging. Like, I don't understand. Like, the prices are crazy. None of it is worth it. But again, I say this every episode. When you really think about it, all of this is fake. It's not even a real thing. Yeah. We're losing our minds over a thing of nothing.
Nothing. Yeah. This shit can literally crash tomorrow.
This all means
and we as humans still got to figure out a way. Like,
all
of it can disappear tomorrow, and we still got to figure out a way.
Money is not real. Like, this is nuts. All the things that we are going through is because of money throughout the world. And I'm sorry to keep bringing this up, but it blows my mind. But either way,
that's why the key is to have fun while making your money.
That's true. Just have fun in life in general, because life is a fucking mess.
If you gotta do it, you might as well have fun while you do it.
Right. I like your thinking. I like your thinking. Anyway, what's on you guys' mind outside of what I just spoke about?
So, we were talking about before we started recording Cam Newton. So apparently he had some interview, I don't know with who, I can't even remember who it was with, but he was talking about women. Surprise, surprise, a man having an opinion on women. So he was talking about his examples of relationships he saw, like with his grandmothers. He said he was raised with his dad, his mom, and his grandmother, and that's the unit that he saw. And he was talking about women and how women want to be boss bitches and whatever, but don't know how to do certain things. Like, how could you be a boss bitch? And yeah, you might have a business, whatever, but you don't know how to cook. You don't know how to cater to a man. It has to be both. So, like, you have to have more to the table. You can't just call yourself a boss bitch and it'll be all about looks. Like, there's more to it than just looks. So I wanted to know, what did you guys think about that?
First of all, Cam Newton, shut the fuck up. Number two, first of all, most women offer the table. I mean, granted, you have women who just like are shooting for, the lowest, but we're nurturers. We just bring so much to the table. It's not all about being a boss bitch. Like, come on. Like, this is all redundant. It's not.
Yeah, that whole boss bitch thing. Like, I don't.
So because a woman has a business and she dresses well.
But now, I'm sorry, keep going.
No, go. Where were you going with it?
No, because I'm like, now we're at a time and age where you don't necessarily have to cook for yourself. Like, we're at a time where, like, convenience, you can have that done for you. It's not, I don't know. I don't understand how that is a requirement.
Like you said, like our grandparents and stuff like that, they had to cook. There wasn't really McDonald's when they were growing up and stuff like that. Yeah. And, the convenience has become more convenient nowadays. So it's just like, we don't have to slave over the kitchen, slave in the kitchen. And then also too, we're forced to be in the workforce. We have to work because for the most part, when you think, especially when it comes to Black men, and I'm not hating on anybody, but statistically speaking, they don't have the education nor do they have the funds that other races do. Women, especially Black women, are over succeeding them. So we have no choice but to do what we got to do and be boss bitches, because you men are not doing what y'all supposed to do, statistically speaking. Only statistics, because again, women we're overperforming in education. We're making more money. We're doing more. So we have no choice but to
the skill has tipped. Like
it really has.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I don't think most women have a problem with the whole cooking and all of that crap. But like you said, like it's exhausting to have to go to work for 8 hours and then have to come home and do that. Like it's what women complain about all the time.
Literally.
So now at a point where you can buy that convenience, like and I can afford it, like I have disposable income. Why not? If I could afford a chef, I'm not cooking for myself.
That's true.
Why? Like if I had disposable income, I'm not doing it for myself. If I can afford a driver, I'm not driving. I'm having somebody do that for me. Like,
what about you, Kelly? What are your thoughts?
I think some men don't know what they want. I think they want traditional values when it's convenient. And then when it's not, like they want you to be able to take care of the kids. They want you to be able to, and this is, some men still want this. And for them, there's nothing wrong as long as you find a woman who wants what you want too. But you want somebody to be able to cook, be able to clean for you, be able to cater to you, do all this other stuff. But then you don't want somebody staying at home. You want somebody who's making their own money. You want somebody who's able to do this. And so they're not living off of you or whatever the situation is. And you can't have it both ways sometimes. If she has to get her own money, then that means she has to work. That means she has less time to do certain things. And then that's when you come into play and you got to balance it out. If money is more important to y'all and grinding it out is more important to y'all, then guess what? Some of y'all going to have to pitch in or hire somebody to do that stuff for you. Simple as that. But if you want to be the stay-home, hardworking guy and you want your wife, find somebody like that who's going to stay home and doesn't mind staying home. But to generalize women and being like, oh, she got to be able to do it all. Like, I hate where we feel like we have to have this superwoman complex. Like, we always have to do it all, especially Black women. They don't say that to anybody else. It's always Black women have to do it all. Like, I saw my grandma be able to do this. I saw my mom be able to take care of everything and he'll hold it down. Yeah, because your mom had no choice. If your pops wasn't around, you know what I'm saying? She had no choice. She wanted to? No, she wanted help. You know what I'm saying? And then if you were in a situation where your mom did that and your dad also, it was different times back then. You know what I'm saying? My mom was able to stay home with us for a majority of our time because times were different when I was growing up, and my dad made enough where she was able to stay home. And it was just cheaper to watch your 3 kids as opposed to sending them to daycare and paying a crazy amount of money for it. When we got old enough, guess what? Times got changed. So she went back to work. Like, your life adjusts sometimes. Like, you got to be able to roll with it. Sometimes if you can afford to stay home and cook, clean all day long, cool. If you can't, you can't. Like, I just feel like I hate when they generalize everybody. Like, everybody has to know how to do the same thing. I think you should just tailor to your life. Like, whatever it is that you're looking for is what you should be able to do.
Because it's there. You can find it because you're not the only person in the world that likes it.
Right.
The chances of that is very slim.
Like,
it's ridiculous. Like you said. Now I was just gonna say, like you were saying, like men usually want those type of values at their convenience. Like whenever they feel like it's fitting for that situation, and then they flip the script and be like, I want a slut from like, what do you want? They don't, like, it's just like any human being, we all really don't really, we know what we want, but we don't know what we want, and we don't know what's needed for us. You know what, y'all? Let me just take that back because I don't know what I'm talking about.
No, but what I was going to say is, if you expect a woman to be able to do this stuff, then I expect you to know how to change my tire. I expect you to know how to go out and cut the grass. I expect you to know how to do a lot of things. If I'm doing all this stuff, then you do the quote unquote manly stuff too. Nah, don't be calling nobody. Don't call AAA. You fix that tire yourself then. I can't call Uber Eats. You can't call AAA.
That's period. Well, again, I think the general synopsis is Cam, shut the fuck up.
But you know what's crazy?
Like, let us be us. Like, just let us be.
Like that Nigerian guy who was killed by his white girlfriend. She stabbed him up, and then they didn't charge her. Mm-hmm. And then now his family was like, "Yo, we need black people. We need black women to rally around this." Like, whoa, slow your roll. Sorry that you got stabbed and you didn't get justice, but your brother was online talking crazy about black women, talking about why he preferred white women over black women and all kinds of stuff and how they look better in this. And then you want to rally black women to help you?
Yeah, no thanks. We'll pass.
It's come like on, you're asking somebody who was bullied by some, like, to go to, like, to help their bullier. Like, it's I feel bad because no life should be lost like that.
No, absolutely.
I don't agree with all, but it's hard for me to, like, rally for someone who wouldn't, if I would have met him in the street, would have just, like, I don't know.
No, I completely get what you're saying. Like, it's tough. It's really tough. Like
I feel bad.
I just feel like you have a preference, but don't hate on me because you have that. Like, you don't have to say anything about black women. You don't want to date them, fine, but don't say anything about it. Like, we don't have to hear why you don't.
We don't want to know.
We don't
care. Hear it.
We don't care. We don't care. If you want to be with white women, be with white women, but don't bring us down while you doing it. Like, please, it's enough. But again, sorry that his life was taken, because honestly,
sad.
She genuinely does need to be locked up. And then for her to be at the bar like 2 days later, like, how do you have the privilege to do that? And you've killed this man.
Florida.
You're right, because it's definitely Miami. It's Florida. Florida wins again.
Like, even if we were to rally, it's Florida.
Right. And that's the answer.
They gave her the, like, insanity defense straight off the bat. Like, come on.
That girl. And that deep voiced woman. Like, come on, get the fuck. Did you? She had an interview where she was talking. I was like, God damn, her voice is deep as hell. Her voice is deep. But that man, he shouldn't be dead right now. But
absolutely not.
At the same time, don't be talking shit about black women, and we're the ones who have to come back and help you. You know what I mean? Like, just leave us alone. And this is not our fight, black women. It's not our fight. Sorry. Sorry to that man. I really do hope that he gets justice. Like, I hope that
absolutely
justice prevails. But this ain't our battle. It's again, everybody losing their damn mind.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy how people were inside and now do not know how to act in public. Like, they all sorts of, like, quote unquote training out the window. Like, common courtesy. I went to see Elle Varner. I went to see Elle Varner like 2 weeks ago, and, like, we were walking into the venue, and the girl, like, we were not even far, like, walking behind the girl, and she just left the door closed, and I'm just like,
what?
So I as I'm opening the door, I'm like, that's just so rude. Like, right. Then I had some lady, Lord, people don't have no manners. Some lady asked, like, the seat next to me was empty. Like, my friend, shout out to my friend Rachel, because she got us some bomb ass seats. Like, when I would say, we were at the stage, like, our table was the first table, and then it was the stage, like, amazing seats. So the seat next to me was empty. And I had my bag in the chair because I'm not putting my bag on the floor. And the lady comes down. I think she had the seat next to me, and she was just like, "Is anyone sitting here?" And I'm like, "No." And then she just sat on my bag.
What the what?
And I'm like, am I bugging? Because I be high. I smoke a lot of weed. So sometimes I second guess shit. Like, am I? So I'm like, "Excuse me." And then she's like, "Get the fuck out of my bag."
What? You
So,
guys.
so the whole time as she sat there, I just like leaned in and sung into her ear off key the whole concert. So, like the whole time she was recording. It was like,
But I would have been like,
can I get a refill?
No
But
way.
I was like, yo, that it was just rude. Like I would have moved my bag. It wasn't that big of a deal. Like it wasn't serious. It's like
But to sit on
people
your
don't know how to act. Oh.
is nuts.
No excuse me's nothing. Just like
I'm over people.
I feel like this is where we get to at the end of every episode. It's just like people are just ugh.
Man, like I said, adulting is ghetto. Like this world is so ghetto. Oh my god.
This world is ghetto. America is ghetto.
See, this is what I'm saying. Like,
it is the hood.
Like the regular people are the ones that are losing their minds. Like they're really losing their minds. That's why this is the We Are Not Regular podcast, because we're not losing our minds. We're not losing our minds.
We looking around like
we're just observing and just like staying in our own places, because we are not regular. You regular folks are losing y'all damn minds, and y'all need to get it together.
Listen,
okay,
say a prayer, light a candle, talk to whatever God you are, plant a plant, eat some fruit, drink some water. I don't know.
Get some sunlight, but mind your business.
Safely, like
do it safely, please. Because we over it. We over the madness.
It's tired.
I'm just gonna say this right now. I promise I ain't gonna talk about this no more. Okay, this is the last episode you're gonna hear me talk about y'all motherfuckers that are losing y'all minds. Okay. I'm lying, and you can tell that I'm lying.
It's all right. It's all right.
You know, I had good intentions.
Because I mean, if you don't bring it up, I'm somehow gonna bring it up. So
yo, people,
we're gonna circle back.
We all come full circle.
But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of this We Are Not Regular podcast. We got this Kelly this week. I'm $1 Million Ash.
And I'm Eva Diva.
And we love you. Bye, guys.
Bye.